Okay, and let's get back to the new developments overnight as the FBI has now identified the shooter in the assassination attempt of former president and presumptive Republican nominee Donald Trump.
Judy's live in the newsroom with the latest for us. Hi, Judy.
The shooter was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. An AR-15 style rifle was recovered. The FBI has not identified a motive. Donald Trump's campaign says he is doing well. In an email sent to supporters, the former president wrote, "I will never surrender." The first images of Donald Trump hours after the assassination attempt. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee landed in New Jersey, where he's recovering.
Is that the FBI stands with the people of Butler County in western Pennsylvania, and our hearts go out to the victims of this heinous act which occurred today. Right now, we need the public's help. Anyone who was on scene, who saw anything, who identified any information, please report that to the FBI.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Trump had just started his speech at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally when the shots were fired. He later revealed a bullet pierced his ear. "I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening." One rally attendee was killed, 2 others were critically wounded. Law enforcement officials say the shooter fired from the roof of a building outside the venue.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this.
It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. And I am aware that law enforcement had responded to a number of reports of suspicious activity. The specific response to this will be all part of the after action, but yes, law enforcement was responding to check on several suspicious occurrences.
President Biden, who returned to the White House from Delaware earlier than planned, spoke with Trump. The attack is raising questions about security failures. How could this have happened with federal and local officers present? The White House says President Biden this morning will be briefed by Homeland Security and other law enforcement officials about the status of the investigation. Back to you.